Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 238-6716. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you that are on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. Now viewers, it's Fire Friday. Tell your friends, tell your family, Real Talk is going live. Tonight is Fire Friday. I want to hear from you, the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean, what you have to say concerning issues in your area. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but I will be back with you right after this break.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable, with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropical City. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member, or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV, real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome to Real Talk. Now it's Fire Friday. Fire Friday, like I said, have been created for the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago, even of the Caribbean. If you are having issues in your area, feel free to call in. Our phone numbers are 238-6716. It is a new number we've got, so this is what we will be using for our new phone line, where you can call in studio live on the program. 238-6716. Feel free to call in. Let us hear what you have to say. As we start off tonight's program, viewers, Operation Strike Back #2 is coming to Trinidad and Tobago. As the National Security Minister, Stuart Young, together with the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, spoke with media on Friday morning at the La Joqueta police station concerning the suppressive operation that will be set up in the east and west of Port of Spain as well as Central Trinidad to deal with criminal elements in these areas. I want to thank the Minister of National Security and also congratulate them in bringing out something new to deal with criminal elements in hotspots. National Security Minister Stuart Young noted that the suppressive operation unit will consist of both the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service as well as the Defense Force to ensure that these hardcore criminals are found in order to decrease the crime rate.
This is really what you call a suppressive operation, where we have put dedicated resources, men and women of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, supplemented and supported by men and women of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, and dedicated them to a number of operations where, when we've studied the intelligence and the statistics over the last few months, we have identified certain areas where there was an increase in criminality and where we've identified certain individuals, certain gangs, certain members of gangs who are the main persons and perpetrators of crime in those areas. What we're letting the criminal element know is that through proper planning and through the use of intelligence and information, we are pushing our resources back at them. And this is additional resources. These are additional resources in addition to the normal police divisions and the normal stations and operations coming out of the police station.
Now viewers, we need something like this. We need the police to fight back. Otherwise, crime in Trinidad and Tobago will be on the rise. We would hear communities crying out for help. We would hear mothers, we would hear the daughters, we would hear the sons, the grandparents. What happened to TTPS? Are they not active in our area? So I want to congratulate the Minister of National Security along with the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Stuart Young, Mr. Gary Griffith. I do apologize for bringing out such an initiative to deal with criminals. You see, when you hear I come here and here I stand in front of the camera and I decide to talk, I am talking about things that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago. I will give you solutions to problem. All you have to do is get the bill passed. Get the bill passed. And I have been doing that. Addition to this, the minister in the Ministry of Attorney General noted that he will be bringing additional amendments to the Bail Act that is set to restrict bail for persons held with illegal firearm.
This is really what you call a suppressive operation, where we have put dedicated.
So we are happy to inform the public that upon further contemplation, we have now added and we got the Cabinet's approval this morning to, by way of an order, arrange the law such that all fraud offenses and financial crimes, white-collar crimes, would also become part of Schedule 6, such that if one is charged, he will not be able to have those kinds of matters dispensed with in accordance with that amendment.
That Mr. Fitzgerald Hines noted white-collar crime. So now those of you that are sitting on the heads could now be charged. Call good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Mr. Ali, you know you're trying real hard, boy, and you're making some important points in our society, Trinidad and Tobago. But here what have been happening now, boy. The more police they employ, is the less police we see on the road. The more police vehicle we buy, is the more police don't have vehicles to come when something happens. So these are the problems we have been facing throughout Trinidad and Tobago for the longest while. The commissioner said today he get the largest chunk of money, the largest chunk after the last budget. And he said he ain't had no money. He ain't had no money to pay this one and pay that one and pay that one. Only salaries he have. So where all that money gone, where he getting the last chunk of money, the biggest money ever passed us under national security. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I will address that. The Commissioner of Police have asked for money to pay bills that TTPS is owing. Thus far, he have gotten $75 million that covered some of the bills, and he is still asking the minister in the Ministry of Finance to release over $100 million to cover outstanding bills. So thank you, my friend, for raising the issue with the police vehicles and things. What I will be doing from Monday is pushing for a proper restructuring of the maintenance of the vehicles that belongs to TTPS. Because there are so many vehicles that is parked up. They are parked up when all the government has to do is open a body repair shop, repair these vehicles, outfit them with the proper equipment, and put them back on the streets instead of spending millions in importing vehicles. And when time to maintain the vehicles, where's maintenance money? The vehicles have to park up after 5 years, 4 years. Sometimes officers are on chase. Sometimes they end up in accident, and those vehicles are parked up because why? Where's the maintenance crew? Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I having a little problem. A guy doing some work for me, released 6 lot of land for him, and apparently given me a run a wrong way.
Did you pay him?
Well, the 6 lot of land was payment. 6 lot of land was payment for the job mentioned, and he given me a run around since 2015.
Wow. But did you want him sign any documents?
Yeah.
Call me Monday around 10, 11 a.m. in the morning, and
okay,
we will deal with the matter.
No problem. Thanks.
Thank you, my friend. Where is the maintenance for the police vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago? Where? So that is a problem that the TTPS have coming to the vehicles. That's why when they call a police station, they don't have a vehicle. Sometimes they have one vehicle. The senior in the station is out with the vehicle. When an emergency call comes in, we don't have it. Because we have one vehicle, the senior go on with it, and we as the citizens now have to hope and pray that when the bandit enter into our house, they don't kill anybody. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, when you go Union Hall in San Fernando Day, right? And with coke, with a see about all the vehicles.
Yes.
The police them only mash up all them vehicles and put them there. And yet, nobody are fixing it. You're spending no money to fix nothing. But they only want to buy and wasting taxpayers' money. This administration only know how to waste taxpayers' money.
Thank you, my friend. That is so true. That it is in the open. Everybody is seeing this vehicle there. All they need is proper maintenance. Tonight is Fire Friday, viewers. It is the opportunity that I gave unto you to call in and light up the situations in your area. Things that are affecting you. That is why Real Talk created Fire Friday. As we move along, viewers, listen to this, A 13-year-old boy of the Success Laventille Secondary School is afraid to return to school after he was beaten in the bathroom on Wednesday over $5. $5. Reports indicate that a 15-year-old boy was in the bathroom when 4 other boys placed a bag over his head and beat him about his body for $5. Yesterday I told you where a school was shut down, 161 students are out of school. Today I am telling you about a 13-year-old boy. Bag was placed over his head and he was beaten for $5. For $5. In Shogunas, I'll just give you a little hint. A school in Shogunas. Listen to this, eh? I have a friend. Her kids goes to school. In Shogunas, I would not say if it's the north or the south. But I will tell you that Monday. She was in a classroom. Listen to this. She was in a classroom with other kids doing her assignments. In less than 2 minutes, or in less than a minute, she got up from her seat, walked over to the teacher in the same classroom, presented her notes, and walked back to the classroom and missed her phone from her bag. Within that same time, she went back to the teacher, notified the teacher that someone stole her phone. And you know what the teacher failed to do? The teacher failed to ask every student to empty their bag to recover that girl, that student's cell phone. I am now going to tell you about a student who was suspended from a school in Shogunas for cigarettes. And you know what? The boy is not even a smoker. The boy is not even a smoker. His friends took his bag and went with it. He was summoned to the principal office where they found cigarette in his bag, and he is not a smoker. I had an interview with the boy today. And there's a lot I could say, but I will keep it for Mashup Monday. Because there is a result that the parent is getting. And I will let you know what is the outcome of that on Monday. So now we have a 13-year-old boy of the Success Leventhal Secondary School who is afraid to go back to school now, because he was beaten in the bathroom for $5. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
With reference to the police vehicles and so on, now the commissioner started good,
yes,
but the old people say, if you can't win them, join them. I am beginning to believe that he joined them, he threw up his hand and he joined them. What about the polygraphing of the police officers?
True.
What about the DNA of the recruits that come in? I ain't nothing about that.
True.
Find out from the police service how many police officers have business renting vehicles back to the police service. Let us find out. Find out. Have accountability. Have audit. Where new engines from vehicles are going. New transmission.
Yeah.
So new vehicles are packed up there, you know. There's an engine mash-up, transmission damage, but they take it out and sell it. Give the friend, exchange it with other vehicle. Two batteries gone missing. So I hear the commissioner of police, so apparently he joined them. So let me hear, I want to hear him on this issue. Another issue, well, I had some stocks on the stock market. Luckily, I went and I traded my stocks and sell them because the stock market in panic. They say dictator Raging Bull from Trinidad and Tobago went and rang a bell there. This man destroyed everything in Trinidad. So the stock market in panic right now. They say everything will be destroyed. The whole stock market will collapse. Because he destroyed from the basic service that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago used to get long ago. Today you no longer get. He destroyed the road. He destroyed the refinery. He destroyed lives of human beings, citizens in this country. People don't know where the next meal coming from. Tomorrow the education system, he destroyed everything he destroyed. So Mr. Said, let us pray and hope something good is going to happen. Let's hope the stock exchange and crash. Thank you very much for giving me this time, Mr. Said.
Thank you, my friend. Now, coming back to the police vehicle, let me tell you something. When crime happens in Trinidad, we need quick response. We need police vehicles. We need. It is a must to have vehicles in operation. You see, and it goes all the way back to maintenance. That is why you have one vehicle in a station when you're supposed to have 3 and 4, lack of maintenance. That is why you cannot get rapid response, because you have one vehicle, sometimes 2 vehicles. Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Said and viewers. A relative of mine has a breathing problem and went to the hospital in Princeton since around 2 p.m. today. And up to now, she has not been seen by a doctor as yet. And this young lady also has a baby at home. And I mean to say it's a breathing problem. What's really going on with the healthcare in this country? Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Moving on, viewers. Former UNC minister and social media activist Devan Maharaj wrote a letter to the Integrity Commissioner Chairman Mr. Melvin Bird, asking that the Commissioner to approve Finance Minister Colin Imbert construction of a particular block of apartments at Picton Street, Port of Spain. Marad said the commission on its own initiative should investigate whether or not Imbert breached the integrity in the Public Life Act when he piloted the Finance No. 2 bill in 2016, which gives a tax break on such property development. Listen to this. If you're building a building to rent, now according to Mr. Devan Maharaj, Finance Minister piloted this bill to give property development, buildings for rent, a tax break. So if the minister had in mind, you know what? I am going to put up a 5-story building and create apartments in it for rent. Now, he have given a tax break to such property development. Way back in 2016. So now ministers supposed to declare. They're supposed to declare. So this building that Mr. Imbert is building, I know about it. I know about it. How many people can put up 5 stories and 6 stories apartment buildings? Look at that. So now you fall in that bracket for tax break. So who is inheriting these big, large sums of tax break? And who's collecting? So Mr. Devan Maharaj have a point. The opposition leader, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, recently questioned whether or not the finance minister, Colin Imbo, declared his interest in an apartment block at Picton Street in Port of Spain when he piloted the bill in 2016 to give tax break for such properties. So according to both parties, Imbo knew what he was doing. Imbo knew what he was doing, according to Devan and Kamala. So do you think we're dealing with a foolish individual? No. He is piloting something that he will get a break from. Real Talk is pushing for bills and legislations so the citizen can feel safe. You see the difference? So the caller who called last night and say, oh, Said, you're comparing. Compare that now. Do your maths and see where you come up with. Caller, good night.
Yeah, hello, Said.
Go right ahead.
Said?
Yes?
Yeah. All this amount of taxpayers' money, this man used already and squander. You understand? Now he coming and trying to tell the public they're going to waste money. Hey, spend all the money, deal with this cockroach side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Opposition activist Devan Maharaj noted that this matter warrant an immediate investigation by the Integrity Commissioner, the Commission, as a matter of priority. So you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were about to do. You gave a tax break in 2016 to individuals who building to rent apartments. And what are you involved in presently? Building a building to rent apartment. Who gets the break? So while Real Talk pushing for bills and legislations for the citizens to be safe in Trinidad and Tobago, all are giving breaks to save money right here. Yeah? Think about that. Think about that. The compare man. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Mr. Ali, when the QF, the opening, the QF licensing department in Carolina, do you know to get a certified copy, it only takes you 15 to 20 minutes when you pay? No, you have to wait 3 to 4 months to get a certified copy.
3 to 4 months?
3 to 4 months, no.
I thought we were supposed to get it one time.
Because the conman and then inside they get rid of the machine. So you have to pay the conman $500 to get a certified copy, and they get it in 2 days for you now.
Wow.
And you know, it's a man with 3 and 4 machines go there every day, pack up their bus.
Yeah.
And they're charging maximum $1,500 to pass inspection. Do you know about 97% of the urban maxi taxi does not go in license office for inspection? All they have to do is just put up a camera and you're going to see all the vehicles that pass into the pit. But the big man has to get the money and the poor man has to get the money. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. We'll be right back after this break.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV. Real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, viewers, we're shifting gears a bit. Listen to this, Now, I want to hear from you, the public, what you think should be done to this individual. Listen to this, A 15-year-old schoolgirl is expected to face drug trafficking charges after she was held selling weed, brownies. Listen to this. The 15-year-old girl who resides in Marval, Trinidad, was held by officers on Thursday afternoon near the Tranquility Government Secondary School in Woodbrook, Port of Spain. The officers were acting on intelligence given to them. The officers seized several brownies which contained marijuana. And as a result, the teenage was detained. Although government is currently in the process of bringing legislations regarding the decriminalization of marijuana, the plant is still illegal. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said that the government would review marijuana legislations with a view towards possibly decriminalization the plant. Decriminalization. Now, viewers, what do you have to say concerning the 15-year-old schoolgirl selling drugs? Caller, good night.
Mr. Saieed?
Yes, go right ahead.
What they should do with she, take she and put she in the jail and lock she up there and throw away the key. The woman who was complaining about she daughter hairstyle and lawyer and what,
yeah,
she should watch and see what they're doing now. Thank you, Mr. Saieed.
Thank you, my friend. Now, recently there have been a lot of underage, under 17, under 16, being held with marijuana, guns, cocaine. What is the Child Protection Unit or the Children Authority or the Ministry of National Security putting in place to deal with underage children concerning these offenses. It is becoming rampant in schools. It is becoming rampant in homes. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, in connection with your caller earlier on, who mentioned about the police vehicles where there are men taking out, or police taking the engine out and selling it and giving their friend.
Yes.
Now, I think if the gentleman has that information, he should have reported that or carried to the Commissioner of Police. Because he's saying that, and then the public really don't know what it is going on, and they would believe probably what he hear, which is untrue. Now, the other thing, Said, I mean, you know who you're talking to. I just wish not to tell you who is over the air. All right? We deal very well. The Commissioner right now is funds. He's striving for funds, and he's unable to do probably what he wants to do in terms of crime and everything else that he has plans of. Because, I mean, the release from the ministry, he hasn't gotten that. And that's why the police vehicles and so on are in these conditions, because the garages, the suppliers and them, they're not paid, so they're not fixing the vehicle, and the Commissioner really cannot do nothing more than that. His hands tied.
I understand. Thank you, my friend. Hey, while we're on that, how long does it take to get a video footage of a shooting incident? I want to ask that question. If there is any police officers locked on to Real Talk, please call in and advise us. How long, if an incident happened to you, if a shooting happened to you, and there are CCTV cameras in the area, how long does it take to get a video footage? That is what I want to find out. How long does it take? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months? How long does it take? Some officer, please call in. Mr. Akbar Khan, if you could call in. Good night to you and your family. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Ali.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good night.
It's the first government in my whole life I see the ministers and while government is in power, building big mansion all about, big building. The Prime Minister doing it, Al-Bawi doing it, Colin Member doing it, and all of them building big mansion all about, and they control the country. So where the money goes is right there. They're taking all the money and making a mess with all over the place. Another thing is about the police vehicles and them. The ones that they down all the time. These vehicles are by people who does not more repair police vehicles. I see them in a place in Bamboo here, they bring in record and they came back on record. They came back on record. They have seen nothing. And what happened? You see, most of the time is friends and family inheriting these big projects, and they can't handle it. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, my friend. I want to know how long does it take to get a video footage? That is what I want to know. Any officers, feel free to call in. You don't have to say your name. You don't have to say where you're calling from. Saeed, it takes 2 days. It takes 3 hours. That's all you have to say. Could somebody help me out with that? I want to say a special good night to the superintendent in police complaint in Port of Spain, who I met in Tobago. My friend, good night to you and your lovely wife. I still remember you. So when you're here for individuals in Trinidad and Tobago who go into police complaint, to complain about officers who working honestly that I know, Let me tell you something. It's a pillar you're dealing with, you know. I have anchored myself, you know. And one thing I have to say, officers that deals with real talk, let me tell you something, they are not crooked, you know. They're not like a crook stick, you know. You know, a crook stick, this be like this. They're not like that, you know. It's straightforward officers. Any officer associated with real talk, they are very, very straight. I could tell you that. Because I don't deal with crooks and bandits. So I still want to know, how long does it take to get a video footage? Call her good night. Hello? I want to know. You know, people like to run. Run to police, complain, oh, the officer this and the officer that and the officer the next. But you realize that innocent officer you're going at. And when you got innocent officers, you're going at real talk. Because you know why? We're standing for something. Yeah? Today, I have dealt with people in land matters. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Ali?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good night, sir. Again, the Prime Minister say that taxpayers are not pay if he gets sued, but when put out in the manifesto for 2020. That is all.
Thank you, my friend. Here it is, eh? You have some people that I am affiliated with. And let me tell you something. You see, families that fighting for land that doesn't belong to them is the most set of stinkiest people you could find on the face of the earth. It's the most set of stinkiest people. It craveness to them. Call her good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, yesterday I went to the Stafford General Hospital, boy. And you know the last administration, the UNC, they put dispenser in the whole hospital and all the health facilities. No, yesterday a poor person looked like he was in the hospital. And he go to the dispenser to get water and he couldn't get a drop of water. So a lady tell him, you have to go to the machine and buy water.
Wow.
He say, but all this under the last government, they have water. Where the water going from it now? So they demolish everything. Clean. But remember, health facilities.
Thank you, my friend. Let me tell you about some people who I have encountered. There's a woman with a son and a daughter. Her husband died. The woman, the wife, the mother of two children. The mother of two children. Listen carefully and you're going to know why I'm saying the word stink and they're dirty. A mother of two siblings. Her only two children. Husband died and left them with that property. The husband brother is pushing to get. Call her good night.
Yes, sir, it is me again. So I'm a straight police, so I just deal with real talk.
Hello? He there? He gone?
Yes, I hear you.
Go right ahead, sir. I would like to know how long does it take to get a video footage from a CCTV?
All right, so it doesn't take long. It could take possibly a day or two.
Thank you very much, my friend. I am dealing with a matter. 2 months have passed.
But now, Saeed, you know, that is if the camera is working and all that, eh? That is all things being equal.
You are a police officer of Trinidad and Tobago?
Correct, sir, correct.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I have a friend that is in an incident. He was almost shot to death in a drive-by shooting while going up the highway. And it's 2 months now that officers cannot go and get the footage. So my friend, thank you for calling in. So the investigating officer now in that matter, you have no bloody complaint now. Boy, let me tell you something. When the head tripped me, it really tripped me, you know. Let me tell you about this incident with his mother and his 2 children. The husband died and left the property for the wife and the children. And the husband brother now bring a valuator to evaluate the property, to get rid of his brother, wife, and children and put them on the street. And you know what's the sad thing part about it? Is that the deceased, their brothers have. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They're living in Marabella. Sarah, come here. All I want to see how think I could get? Come. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropicals today. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
It's official. Synergy TV is now part of your programming lineup on DirecTV. Find us on channel 134, available for both prepaid and postpaid customers. Synergy TV. Real vibes, real entertainment, real TV. Now transmitting on channel 134 on DirecTV.
Now, Real Talk is known for dealing with the issue. We deal with nothing else but the issue. Apart from this matter that I'm telling you about now, a family came in to me today. The mother passed away. The son inherit the property. The son gave his son-in-law permission to stay in the property until he catches himself. The son-in-law now is telling the father-in-law after 6 years, which the father-in-law gave the son-in-law, the father gave the son-in-law permission to stay on the property until you build a house and then you will go. The son-in-law built a house. And you know what the son-in-law telling the father-in-law now? You have to pay me to leave. All I feel is Joe thing I just be dealing with. I have my friend here. Her father died. It's her, a brother, and her mother stays in the house. And family recently sent a valuator to evaluate the house, to sell the property, to put her and her brother and her mother out in the streets. And you know what? The stinking family have to give away. Let me tell you something. You see, advantage is something I hate. I have a passion to hate advantage. You see this girl? She will stay in that property. Her brother will stay in that property. And her mother will stay on that property. You know why? Her dead father left it for them. He didn't leave it for families. He didn't leave it for neighbors. He left it for them. And the day you hear these individuals end up on the streets, let me tell you something. It wouldn't have enough candles selling in the grocery for me to light. Just a little reminder. On the 19th of November, 2018, they tried to kidnap my son. I came on my program and told the public what happened. A couple days later, I came right back on my set. And I told the public, I have found the individual. I just do spiritual work. And anybody want to come up against me, I do not have a problem with that. But you see, advantage is a stink thing. I hate it with a passion. Let me tell you something. Nobody ain't standing up for this girl here. She have no friends and no family. I, Saieed Ali, am standing for this individual. And anybody come forward and claim what is not them, let me tell you something. It will be a different story. Because let me tell you something. Real Talk pushed for legislations and got it passed. You understand? I stand for people in Trinidad and Tobago that do not have someone to stand for. You know how sting that is? You know what this family is going through? Knowing that families is coming against them for something that their father left for them? Do you think anybody's standing for them? Nobody. Nobody's standing for them. But I will tell you something. You see me? I am like a pillar standing for them. Now anybody named man or woman coming to interfere with them, let me tell you something. Boy, when they hear something start to tap all their wrong all their head like that and all they see nothing, I will make sure they end up in Ward 1. So help my God that blessed me with this ability to do spirit work. It's not a threat, you know, and it's not a warning, a highlighting a matter that someone came to me with. And that is what I'm doing. Because outside here, there's a lot of people who have nobody to stand for. And because you have a little money, and because you have a little power, you feel you could walk over people. But let me tell you something. Try to walk over Saieed Ali, and you will see what will happen. Because I am going to stand for her, her brother, and her mom to make sure that they represent that property and to stand for the right thing and to fight for what their father left for them. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but I'll be right back after this.
These days, it's easy to buy USA products online, but it's hard to get them delivered around the globe due to high shipping costs and custom regulations. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we give you access to thousands of USA stores and unlimited possibilities. B&H is there to make shipping from the US easy and affordable with rates going at US $2.75, only TT $18.98 per pound. No credit cards needed. Start shipping with B&H Tropical City. For more information, visit www.bhtropicals.com and become a free member or call 1-868-672-8819. Only our paid members will have free delivery. At B&H Tropicals Limited, we've got all your shipping needs covered.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Welcome back, viewers. Now we deal with the issue, and I am going to get proper legal advice from my good friend Mr. Akbar Khan, the longest serving JP in Trinidad and Tobago, and I, Saieed Ali, I am going to stand with that family, and I don't care who come up against me. I really don't care. You see, stinkness is something I hate. Advantage is something I hate. These two matters came up to me today. Today it came up to me. And let me tell you something. You and your wife living in a house, but you want to take where your brother left. Really? All I want to inherit it, go and play all taking it. Go ahead. But you sit back all your head so? When you hear things start to tap all, you will capside walking. I'm boasting on what others do. Yeah? I ain't boasting on nobody's strength. I'm boasting on what others do. Play mad, and I will turn you stunt mad. Your wife might even kick you out from your own property. You want your claim? Call her good night.
Saeed, Assalamu alaikum. Mr. Saeed, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. You know that? Because I'm looking at something, as soon as the PNM got into power in 2017, serious crime went up by 66%. And you remember this month, I think it's last month, where the Commissioner of Police said that the government was funding criminal gangs. That's why I say if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And this thing about, what they call again, strike back too.
Caller, I do apologize. I will have to cut you. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. But Mashup Monday is going to be Mashup Monday. A rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. on Monday morning. Let me tell you something. Oh, they're not easy, you know. And I stand for the less fortunate. And anybody feel like I can walk over Saieed Ali, anybody feel they have somebody in their back pocket, come and waiting. I'm waiting for all you. You see what I do with the four of them that tried to kidnap my son? I made it an example. All I want to play all as hero. All I want to play all as Gilligan. All I want to play because the man dead. All I want to throw them out of their property where their husband and father left for them. I go show you what madness is all about. Viewers, be safe, enjoy your weekend, and I am looking forward to seeing you back Monday night at 7 p.m. on Synergy TV. Good night.